told me sweet lies. My heart was open. You took me for a fool. You used me like a tool. Passion starts to deep. Love goes through the wind. The wind goes through my heart. It's open for a few. Now I'm glad I'm gone for good. I'm gonna find someone new, someone like me, someone who I can share secrets for life, someone so true, that's what I'm gonna find someone new, someone like me, someone who I can share secrets for life, someone so true. That's what I need. Alright, get to the end of time. Slept on the floor even when you got no bed. I know you. Alright, baby. You want to hit me high on my bed. Now you want me to stay here. Oh my God! You must be crazy and got time for nonsense. I'm not saying. Hey, I'll be broke for you. Alright, you motherfucking Homer to try so we got blind. He said, I told you all my secrets, but you told me sweet lies. When my heart was open, you took me for a fool and played me like a tool. Now, when passion starts to deep, love goes through the wings, and the window to my heart is open to a few. So now I'm gone. I'm gone for good. I'm gonna find someone new, someone like me, someone who can share secrets for love, someone so true. What's up, everyone? How far, Niger? Representing, right? That is one of my songs in the Unapologetically a Woman album. So go to destroykey.com and download it for $1, okay? All right. Once again, I want to welcome you all to Unapologetically a Woman. So today, my people, first, you know what? Ninja, today's program is specially for you. You know, you get certain behavior where una dey display, my people, we are not dey happy about, and I want to talk about it today. Yes, una no dey let person mind reach ground for a year because of wetin una dey do. You know, when you know there's some little things wey not supposed to dey happen, but yet it is happening. You know, it just make you feel sad. You know, so sometimes una dey kill the excitement for the body. Which ones? Abeg una chill out. So without wasting much of your time, folks, let's get started. Yes. You see, Nigeria is my birthplace, and sometimes, like I said, when certain things happen, it makes me worried. So today I'm extremely concerned and saddened with the way we are treating ourselves as Nigerians back home. Okay? I am not referring to the usual challenges such as political incompetence or the lack of social resources for citizens or cultural constraints, okay? But I'm talking about ethnical and religious bigotry. You know, religious bigotry and gross immorality that is manifesting in every nook and cranny of our nation. I fear that the lack of caution and control of our anger and the use of improper and insulting language is a disaster awaiting to happen. Yes. From the latest politics of divisiveness being propagated by political officials, religious leaders, and their usage of dangerous rhetorics of hate, labeling, profiling, and stereotyping certain groups, certain ethnicity and religion as the cause of all our problem and calamity in Nigeria. So you see, this behavior of trivializing and undermining certain people's existence is alarmingly worrisome and thus threatens the peace of our fabrics, and the republic, our republic, as one Nigeria. Okay? So it's like we have all lost our sense of sensitization, reasoning, and togetherness as one people, to now eating ourselves, killing ourselves, and then manifesting chronic hatred towards one another openly with boldness for everyone to see. You see, even those in leadership positions are not exempted from this open display of hatred. As a matter of fact, these same people express hate with executive impunity, while their followers copy them and then manifest that hate in the streets. The last time I checked, we are all from one country, and yet when we sit together, we are suspecting each other of being dangerous on the accounts of ethnicity and religiosity. Sad. Even in 2020, we still allow religion and ethnicity to separate us. Hi, Nigeria, shame. Shame, shame, shame. Yes. When I watch Nigeria from this part of the world, I can't help but to weep for my people. Oh yes. You see, living in this part of the world and then seeing how people live here, it is difficult to fathom what is happening in Nigeria and why people of the same race, from the same country, will be fighting and killing each other. It is difficult to understand. These days, our hate and disdain for each other in Nigeria can no longer be hidden anymore. The disdain we feel for each other can no longer be hidden anymore. We have taken to the media outlets, to the streets, and to social media to continuously insult and label ourselves for destruction, which may lead to future genocidal acts if cautionary measure is not taken to quickly address the present situation in Nigeria. The gross discontentment from various groups and people. Okay? We are fighting amongst ourselves as if we do not have a commonality of problems as a people. The last time I checked, poverty is one of such commonalities, and hunger and starvation are the consequences of such. There's lack of constant power supply and the lack of education, good education and health care, with schools and hospitals all in shambles around the country. Whether you live in the north, the south, east or west, is the same phenomenon of poverty and insecurity. Eh? Insecurity is the order of the day, with kidnappers and brutal acts of insurgency going on everywhere. Women and children are killed and slaughtered every damn day. Oh yes. In fact, I don't want to deviate from today's topic. I don't want to start flogging all the things that are going on there. So let me just focus on today's topic. Okay? Because the time we would have used to come together in unison to find a common cause for the betterment of our nation and future generation, we are using it to insult and to kill each other. Shame. Excuse me. Yeah, we are using it to kill each other. Eh? The Igbos are saying they are marginalized and treated poorly, and therefore they are clamoring for Biafra. But without trivializing or undermining their pains or experiences, I honestly was expecting the 49 years of the commemoration of the Civil War to be an avenue and space to open or facilitate a national conversation geared towards healing. Yes, it's 49 years since the Civil War. I was expecting a national conversation, a common space where we could have that conversation towards healing. But instead, it was an outburst of continuous insults as usual, and anger towards others, propagating nationwide fear. Yes, they are propagating nationwide fear, labeling and demonizing Northerners and every other person except themselves. Oh yes. And then my Niger Delta people also have their own. The continuous blame game and not taking full responsibilities of their own shortcomings. They are attributing all their calamities on the Northerners as the cause of all their problems and misfortune. Even though billions of funds have been pumped into that region since after the time of Sarowiwa's passing. And even having a Niger Delta president, we still openly attribute our lack of infrastructural development and poverty on the Northerners. And with what we also hear from the Yoruba side too. Oh, the Northerners are also the cause of their problems. And with the recent introduction of Amotekun, which is said to be a good initiative. However, the way the public understands and take the initiative is dangerously worrisome. Oh yes, my people. And guess what? The Northerners on their own part are trying to defend themselves too from all attacks and accusations. Therefore, there is harsh words and threats of war coming from every nook and cranny of the country. The country is in total chaos. There's chaos everywhere, as if we are all different people, or as if we are not Nigerians anymore, or as if some people are more Nigerians than others. Shame. Shame and shame. Oh yes. You see, as a Nigerian by birth, I am not taking sides. But right now, it is blatantly clear that the whole country, as we speak, is against our brothers and sisters in the north. Yes, truth be said. And that I think is unfair. It is time we refrain from rhetorics of labeling others. It is time to put an end to this politics of hatred and propaganda of fear going on around our nation against Hausas and Fulanis. Oh yes. Why do we have to synonymize every atrocity going on in Nigeria with a tribe, with certain people and certain religion? Why do we have to do that? We are normalizing hate and division. We are propagating and provoking problems by this route of hatred we have all chosen. Hausa Fulani and all these Muslim people, now he do this, now he do that. Hausa Fulani, now they do everything. Come on, folks. Stop. Just stop, people. Stop. For crying out loud. I also once in a while like to hear now all these Igbo people, now all these Yoruba people, or now all these Niger Delta people. And all these Christians too. Now I do this or now I do that. Or you not get atrocities and havoc where other people and Christians they commit to for that country. Now only Hausa Fulani did that country. Christians too not they commit their own crimes. My people, yes, I understand we have been experiencing barbaric incidents round the country. Excuse me. I understand we have been experiencing barbaric incidents around the country of monstrous hencemen and their atrocities. And as citizens, you have the right to air your fear and anger. But then, my people, remember, most of the world genocides were carried out by first labeling and demonizing certain groups of people, human beings. So we need to be very careful towards where we are heading to as a nation and our treatment of each other. Because the idea or notion of wrong categorization of others and the belief that one Nigerian is better than another Nigerian, and that some Nigerians' lives are more important and valued than other Nigerians' life is wrong and unacceptable by all standards. Oh yes. Again, like I said before, I do understand that we have been battling, we have been battling hencemen related issues for some time now in that country. And I am personally not in support of their modus operandi and the consequences of such. Also, I'm not in support of Boko Haram and other security issues around the country. For the last years, all this situation has been a great need for concern, for serious concern. I also do believe that The prioritization of human lives and property should be paramount in our government agenda. Our government should protect human lives and properties. I believe that it should be prioritized. Okay? But however, I sense double standard in the way we all react to terrorist attacks and henchman menace, as our reaction depends on who is attacked or murdered. Why? Our reaction in that country to terrorist attack depends on who was murdered. You know, where is the person from? His or her ethnicity, his or her tribe, language, and what is the person's religious beliefs, and all that. Oh yes. Boko Haram or henchman kills a Christian or someone from another tribe. It becomes a Muslim and a Hausa problem. But when hundreds of people are killed in the north, women and children are raped, butchered, beheaded, sent fleeing their villages into exile, and becoming refugees in neighboring countries for years to present and still ongoing, everybody becomes suddenly silent. Hausas and Fulanis are also Nigerians who are being terrorized and attacked daily by Boko Haram and henchmen, and they also fear for their dear lives and wish every day that this attack comes to an end. Majority of people being murdered in these places are also Muslims, who may be Hausas too and Fulanis. Majority of people fleeing their villages, running into other African countries for refuge, are also Hausa, Fulanis and Muslims. Most of you know the cause root. The cause and the root problem that perpetuated and is still perpetuating Boko Haram. And the latest henchman problem, which people say is allegedly is being perpetuated by folks coming from neighboring countries. You know? So people know, most of you know the cause and the root problem that perpetuated and is still perpetuating Boko Haram. And the latest henchman problem is allegedly said to be perpetuated by folks from neighboring African countries who disguise themselves as Nigerian henchmen to kill poor, innocent Nigerians. And yet, you all pay blind eyes and deaf ears because it is easy to generalize blame on all the Hausas and Fulanis of our nation as the cause of our problems. Or maybe the silence is because insurgency has allegedly become profitable. My people, we have never had this situation before. But instead of us coming together, we are blaming each other and causing division amongst us. Even when some of us know that most of these henchmen, they are not from Nigeria. Allegedly. My people, Nigeria is one family structure. And so because a family member is having problems does not mean the rest should abandon him or her to their fate. Family problems are solved collectively if we must find substantial solutions to our problems. Our brothers and sisters in the north are almost left without villages. And children are butchered, displaced, stolen, and can't be accounted for. Communities are burned to ashes and taken over by terrorist groups. Families are separated. Women are raped, with hunger and starvation being the order of the day. Even as I speak now, insurgency is still hitting hard, brutally in the north, and more people are running for their dear lives to neighboring countries for refuge, and where they will further face unimaginable sufferings and excruciating pains and traumatic circumstances and difficulties that you won't even imagine. My people, Nigerians are dying in droves and becoming refugees all over African coasts, borders and towns, and we are concerned over irrelevancies and wallowing in the blame game of hate. We all need, seriously, we all need to stop profiling and stereotyping ourselves for destruction and hatred. Let's look for common grounds and facilitate spaces where every Nigerian will have and feel a sense of belonging and citizenship. So even if the country lacks basic amenities and a lot of things are happening, so now we have to be faced with divisiveness. We have to be divided. Come on, you all. Embracing our differences and tapping on our collective strength towards the common goal of betterment is what will make us powerful and successfully defeat all our differences as a great nation and as a people that we are. We all need to categorically condemn this open hate brewing around and look beyond our ethnicity and religion towards prioritizing important issues affecting our collective existence, interests, and values as a country. My people, every tribe, every language or dialect, and every person counts. We are all human beings. We are one people and one nation. Yes, we do have our differences just like any other nation or country in the world. Yes, bad stuffs do happen, and bad stuffs have happened before and still happening, with lots of anger manifesting right now around the country. Yes, my people, I feel your pains. I feel your frustration over lots of issues facing us there. However, hate speech and wickedness towards one another is not the solution, and demonizing certain group for destruction is not the solution either. Okay? There should be an open conversation, a nationwide conversation, and those in leadership positions must come to the table for dialogue and to put an end to this madness that is already a time bomb awaiting to explode at any given time. Excuse me, I need to drink some water. Yeah. So, as I was saying, I for one, I want to have a home country to come back to without being restricted or told where and where not to visit or where and where I cannot live or stay. Naija is my MF origin, and I should be able to move or live anywhere I damn fit or anywhere I like without seeing myself different from others, or without anyone singling me out as a foreigner in the land of my ancestors. So all this politics of fear must stop immediately, because Nigeria now for all of us. Okay? Come on, you all. I get Hausa friends and they are so beautiful. When I mean beautiful, in and out, kind. The same thing applies to my Yoruba, Igbo, Bini, Edo, Niger Delta, just name it. I have friends from every part of Nigeria, because when you get to a certain stage in life, you have to have an open mind. You have to embrace a lot of things. That is the richness. It's a part of education too. You don't just confine yourself to one place. So I have wonderful friends in every nook and cranny of that country. Okay? And I can't trade them for anything. I love them and they know I got their back anytime and they got mine. Okay? So, and anytime we meet, we see anywhere here, we all represent as Naija. Okay? So, I take God beg una. Especially this new generation. Wetin be una excuse to the wallow and to continue to uphold this evil cancer of ethnicity and religiosity will not let us progress for ages for that country. Come on, you all. Stop the damn hate and embrace unity, for Nigeria is ours for the loving and living. Okay? I keep saying it. We are all Orishi people. We are rich. We are full of a lot of things. We are Orishi people. So if I go to the north now, I want to be able to eat tuwo. I want to be able to go to Kano, go to Kaduna, go to Zamfara, go to Abuja. And there's this dried meat they usually do in the northern part of Nigeria. Oh my God. Is it kelechi they call it? I don't know. Please don't laugh at me if I didn't pronounce it well. That meat is delicious. I don't miss it. When my friend from Kano, my also friend, when he's coming here, he usually come with that meat. Or else, I know the open door. And he's one of my best friends, you know. So, come on. One of the kindest human being I have met, you know. And so I want to be able to travel to any part of the north and eat those delicacies, enjoy myself. It's my country. It's my country. And then when I go with my Yoruba friends to Lagos or Ogun, Abeokuta, Ife and all those, I can eat amala, ewedu and gbegiri, all the orishi. And I will feel comfortable, I will feel at home. The same thing applies when I go to the east, my good friends who are from Igbo, right? The Igbos, I want to eat ofe owere. I want to be able to eat olugbo soup. I want to be able to eat ugba and correct okporoko. It's my land. I should not be restricted. I should not be afraid of my own people. The same thing applies if I go to Calabar. I want to eat edikaiko. If I go to my Niger Delta, come on, you all. The banga and the stash, the ukodo, done with correct fish or done with goat's meat. Don't joke with it, please. And then when I say, okay, I'm going to my Edo land, the Owo Yam is representing correct pounded yam and ogbolo with a goosey, with all the orishi. So please, we should refrain from hate. We are blessed. You don't know how blessed we are in that country for us to be seeing ourselves differently. Please, we should be able to embrace ourselves as one family, my people. For this age of consciousness and awakening, Eh? For the black man, this is an age of consciousness and awakening for the black man. So no be now people from the same country still dey fight based on tribe and ethnicity. No. We not even supposed to even think of fighting another African country under any pretense or under any account. Not to talk of we fighting ourselves under the same country. I tell God beg una. If una wan see where different people fit dey live in peace, make una come Canada. Come Canada. Come here, make you come see. My dear, no race, no tribe wey Baba God create or religion for this earth. I not say word for this earth wey you no go find here for Canada. You know say you never waka reach that part of Canada wey no dey here. Yes, everybody dey here. They mix up together. We dey share common spaces. We dey breathe the same air. We dey go the same shopping mall go buy this food wey we wan eat. Everybody dey do their own. Not disturb me and not disturb you. If I see country people wey I never see before, then they do party. Outside party during summer, I go stroll past there. I go do aproko. I go tafia. They no go drive me. I look the kind of food wey they eat. I look as they dance. I go see one friend make there. You need to meet people. You need to think outside the box. So we all live together. Whether you like me, you not like me, that one not concern nobody. But one thing is for sure: we are all Canadians. We are all Canadians. Okay? So my people, wise up. Political leaders, come to the table for dialogue. And religious leaders, practice religion of love to all human beings, regardless of who they be. We are all Nigerians, and Nigerians are our own to love and to protect. So my people, that togetherness, okay? That habit of this na Yoruba man, this na Hausa man, this na Edo man, even the same Edo, this na Ishan, this na Urobo. Make una take time. Make una take time. Una never know wetin e be, all the blessings wey God give una. Wetin dey this side, not dey this side. Wetin dey this side, not dey this side. Instead of una to look for common ground, to look for all the good things to come together. They kill one person here, una say, hey, na these people na e cause am. The people wanna say e cause am, then they say they face the same calamity and dilemma. Instead of una to come together, come make una be careful, okay? Una take time. I know dey joke, make all of una take time. All the people will get part to take put peace for this matter. I won't hear some of una don dey put peace, because who when we dey here, we won't fit come house, come enjoy our country. Person not come out for Nigeria say won't come die for abroad. I tell God beg una, make una behave. Make una just behave. Anywhere where we no go fit dey here, person no fit dey all in life or half of in life. And then there are certain places you not fit go, because when you reach there you not go see who look like you. Then when you still reach Nigeria, they'll come tell you say, oh, now because you not be Christian, or because you not be Muslim, or because I be my father na Ijo, my mother na Edo, so I'm not supposed to go north. And the northern people they're not supposed to come Ijo land. Make una behave. Damn it. As I talk just now, Nigeria, make una behave. Nigeria now our own to love and to protect, okay? So my people, I'm just being unapologetically a woman tonight, and again I can say I was just like more of a patriot, okay? So always remember, this is a woman's place for changing all that is no longer acceptable. Again, if you are not part of the solution, look, you are the problem. So look for solutions. We need to solutionize. all our problems and differences. Once again, thank you all for watching, and thank you all for your support. Please kindly go to my website to register for the movement. It is www.neveronmywatch.ca. And you can follow me too on Facebook on the Never on My Watch page. Like my videos, send my videos to your friends to share, invite your friends to join us, and please kindly go to my YouTube channel on Apologetically a Woman. Subscribe, folks, subscribe. Thank you very much, and I will see you all soon. Once again, is your sister, Lady Fresh. I'll see you all. I love you all. Bye-bye.